junction there. So you cannot rely on journalistic whatever and flout that provision. Why do you choose to take advantage of the articles that support free press, but you refuse to go according to that particular article? Is it not also part of the Constitution? Or you want to pick and choose? And that is where I take issue, and I express my mind very, very strongly.
Okay, now for most of us, we don't get access into what happens at the committee. I know you've said on many platforms that when it comes to meeting Anas, you would want to have him uncovered.
Yes.
Why are you so adamant about it, knowing the kind of work he does, and why he has to at least keep his identity a secret for now?
The law that we are relying on does not accept Anas. So those who want to accept him should amend the law and say that, when you are in court, you must be uncovered. But in the case of Anas, he can be covered. If that is the law, we will go by it. But the law has not been amended. He has not been accepted. How about if I also turn up with my clients covered? What is going to happen? And maybe one of these days we will try that.
Maybe we should.
We will also go covered and see whether the committee will order my client to be uncovered or not. If they order that my client be uncovered, then that is discrimination, which is frowned upon again by the Constitution. Look, this fuss about, in Ghana here, we are not in the habit of taking guns and shooting people. Even sometimes I'm in traffic, driving in traffic, and I see bullion vans, these vans carrying money, making noises. You are only drawing attention to yourselves. Because in Ghana, our culture is not that violent to take a gun and raid a bank van. But we just do it. I don't think that his security is under any threat.
That's your opinion, but there's a lot of people that would disagree.
Unless if they disagree with evidence.
If only this past weekend there's allegations of a kidnapping of one of that Tiger Eye team. So if these allegations
have you checked that
true,
story?
It's allegations.
It's one of the fairy tales being told, I suspect.
You suspect?
Yes.
But the police
and then you use inappropriate words like kidnap. Kidnapping, we don't kidnap people that way. When you are kidnapped, they won't know your whereabouts. So you cannot be rescued. If you take somebody hostage, it doesn't mean you have kidnapped him.
So why would you think so? You think it's a fabrication on whose part? Is it on?
No, I'm not thinking of anything. I'm saying that I'm taking that story with a pinch of salt, and I'm entitled to.
Okay.
As you are entitled to believe it.
Well, I'm just as allegations, and like most allegations,
yes,
you just
yes.
take it.
I'm happy that you are saying allegation. On my way here, another network called me and interviewed me and raised this matter, and they said unsubstantiated or what? Those your journalistic terms.
Okay.
Unsubstantiated something.
Okay.
Story. And I said, I'm happy that you used that.
Well,
unconfirmed.
I can't. Okay, unconfirmed. Okay. I can't comment on that because I don't know. But at least for now, it's an allegation. All right. I said most of us will not get a chance to be in the committee when you meet Anas. I've always wondered about the legal profession. I'm actually very intrigued by it. I would like to know what your cross-examination would be like. I'm an actress. That's another part of my job that I do. Is there way you can give me an insight?
No, I can't answer that question for now because I will be discussing the merits of the case on television.
No, at least not to let me know the questions, but at least I'd like the kind of demeanor when you're in the courtroom. I've never seen you in the courtroom. Are you pretty harsh? What kind of style do you tend to employ?
Oh, you are asking the wrong person. This young man in the suit like me, if you were to ask him, I think he has stands upon me in court before.
Oh, Martin, we have to get Martin.
Then maybe, because when I am addressing the court, I'm unable to see my own performance. So it is a third party who should testify. Otherwise, once again, they will say I'm arrogant and I'm praising myself and so on and so forth.
But is there something so wrong as praising yourself? I personally do it to myself.
Oh, there are certain.
If it's not too much.
There are certain attributes. For example, I'm a tall.
6'3".
I am a tall, and some ladies claim that I'm also handsome.
You're very handsome.
That one, I can't say it because it is a
I
gift.
agree.
It is a gift of the good Lord himself.
Amen.
But where it comes to academic performance and performance in court, some people will say that, oh, he sat on television, he was praising himself and so on.
Okay, you mentioned the fact that, some ladies say you're handsome.
That's on the lighter side.
That's on the love course.
That's not to annoy my two ladies out there.
I agree, of course. Do you tend to get a lot of female attention in general now?
Oh, as always, not now. Why now?
When you were younger?
No, I mean, as I said, I'm an easygoing person. I make friends, both male and female. Most of it platonic, and not for the purpose.
Because you've got two women. Are you in the shop for another woman, another wife, or is two wives enough for you?
Well, if I were to be invited by a beauty like you, I may consider.
So if after this, if I say let's go for lunch, you wouldn't say no?
No, but going for lunch doesn't mean...
That's how you start.
Oh, I see.
Oh, so
I will ask you to get permission from the two.
So once I get permission, I'm good to...
If they will grant you.
Please, okay, I'm afraid. I'm still very young. There's something interesting which I found out about you, that to help finance, pay your legal fees through school, you actually use your own private vehicle to drive it as a commercial vehicle between Accra and Aflawo to get, and this time after you've left, you stopped being a minister.
As Secretary for Agriculture and Secretary at the Council in charge of Cocoa Schedule under the late PVO Bing. That's the story I was going to. So I was given this admission, and then I wrote a very short letter to the chairman of the PNDC through late PVO Bing that I had admission to Legon to do a law course. And it was a very tough course because I was required. I think we were 18 who were admitted that year out of about 200 applicants. And then they drew a red line after the 7th. So the first 7 were to attend lectures with first years, second years, third years, and write the exams with them.
Wow.
So we were to do the 3-year academic course in 1 year.
Wow.
Yes. So I wrote to them that, look, the course is intensive, so I would like to step down as secretary and go and do the course. And PV was a bit taken aback. He said, well, we go and see Captain. That's the old Captain Chikata. So I went to see him. He said, no. What? You won't allow me because I'm trying to create more problems for the PNDC. To become another lawyer. So we haggled, and finally what happened was that they were not about to agree. I should go and do the course. I should still be a minister. And so I said, no. I'm not going to do the course for the Republic. I'm going to pursue the course for myself. So it would not be right for me to use state resources
to do that.
So I am handing over your bungalow,
everything,
your car.
It's very principled.
Yes.
Most people wouldn't do that.
And because they weren't giving me the answer, I packed my files and left and went to start the course. And therefore, I had no accommodation. I had this long car. So I decided the best way is to employ this car. So every Saturday, Sunday, I could drive to Aflao on Sunday, for example.
Wait, you didn't give it to a driver to drive. You yourself
drove
it as a commercial driver.
Yes. And the number of my vehicle was written on all the kiosks at Aflao, the people's car.
The people's car.
And all these traders and so on, they always waited for my car because the soldiers on the way would not harass. There was a lot of searching and so on at that time. So I drove. I could drive to Aflao, come back, drive to Kumasi, come back on the same day. And I made sufficient money to hire a flat, to get furniture, pay my fees, and got my independence.
Wow. We're almost out of time on this, and I wish we had an extra hour because it's fascinating speaking with you. Why did you leave the PNC for MPP at the thing?
Because because those who are now claiming to be leading the PNC destroyed it at Bolgatanga. I was acting national chairman of the party. The national chairman was away in Canada. I was acting. And the constitution, again, maybe too legalistic. The constitution of the PNC says it is the chairman of the party that can convene a congress. Because they had problems with me, they went behind me and convened a congress at Bolgatanga. And therefore, since that congress, the PNC has not existed because they are illegitimate from that point up to now because it was not a duly constituted congress. So then I went into the, I was member of parliament for Zebila.
Yes.
So I then went to contest the elections as an independent candidate. And, I was buffeted by MPP. They were in power. The DC chief executive was also contesting. Then NDC, with all their resources, are lost. So after losing, I mobilized my supporters, and we held a democratically constituted meeting at the constituency level. And majority decided that we should leave the PNC, the rump, to these illegal people, illegitimate people, and then we should go and do our politics somewhere else. And we decided to go to the MPP.
Okay. All right. Time is fast spent. I just want to ask, the kind of person, with your two wives, I mean, this thing is got me stuck. How do you balance your time between the two?
Oh, I mean, one is more or less resident at Zebila.
Okay.
Taking care of my house there. So the other one is here, also taken care of.
She's based in Accra?
Yes, she's Ghana. So she's in Accra here. And, we visit, I go to Zebila almost every 2 weeks. I'm doing very active legal practice up north there as well. So it's as well that I should have two women. When I'm in Zebila, I am properly managed. And when I'm in Accra, I'm equally properly managed. So, you see, our people were not fools when they were marrying 3, 4, 5.
The men in the studio seem to be enjoying this. I don't think the women are enjoying, but okay.
Somebody comes with his culture and says that his is better, wear a ring. Then you will be, I've been seeing people on your television sets displaying their rings.
Yes, yes.
Very proudly.
Put a ring on it, there's even a song.
Very proudly.
Yes.
I don't have any, but I'm 6 feet 3 inches tall.
Okay, do you have a best friend?
Pardon me?
Do you have a best friend? Do you have somebody, you say, okay, this one is my nearest and dearest best friend?
Oh, I have. My best friend is a retired veterinary doctor. We started from O level, from A level. He came from another school to join us in my school. And we have been friends since then, most trusted. That is not to say that I don't value the friendship of others. There are also very important personalities who are my friends. I don't want to call their names.
Don't worry. I'm sure it'll be a long list.
Yes.
But so Anas Aramaya Anas is not one of them. We can...
No, I say, I don't know him. So since I don't know him, he can neither be my friend nor my enemy.
Okay, he's just there. Okay, last question before I let you get out of here. How do you unwind? You mentioned you're 6'3". Most tall people I know like to play basketball, but yourself, how do you like to unwind?
No, I read a lot. I'm not into games. I watch football only when Ghana is playing an international match or tournament. And I like to play Scrabble if I have the time.
Okay.
Basketball, yes. I mean,
Right.
I met the great Fidel Castro at a conference. And when I was introduced to him, he said, "My friend, where is your basketball?" He is also 6 feet 3 inches tall.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but because of I started wearing spectacles when I was in Form 2 in the secondary school because I'm acutely short-sighted. So to play basketball. A wicked person may throw the thing on my face.
On your glasses, okay, yes.
And not only losing the glasses, I may lose my eye as well. And I value my eyes.
Everyone should value their eyes, yes.
Yes. So I have a few pastimes, but reading is mine. I read everywhere. Even in my toilet, I have papers there.
Reading.
If I don't read, I cannot pass the thing properly.
Oh my goodness.
So reading is my passion.
Your thing. Okay, I would have thought, since you have 2 wives, I would have thought you would have said, spending time with them.
Well, I spend time with them. I said.
But I thought that would be your favorite pastime, if you know what I mean.
Oh. But look, when you have been with somebody for 44 years, you need to give me a medal for that. 44. Some people are married for 23 years, and I hear them boasting that they have had a stable marriage for 20 years. I have done double that. So we are friends, brother and sister, and we discuss our problems dispassionately, and we take decisions. My children are all adults.
Yes.
First one is a lawyer like me. No, first one is a lady, married. I have a granddaughter who is about 40 years old. Then the first boy is a gentleman. He is a lawyer.
He's a lawyer.
He's in the United States. Came home recently and married.
Nice. And
gone back with his wife. The third one is also working around Accra here. The last one is just going. He did some diploma and is now going in for the degree. So he is the only one that I'm looking after. So I look after myself and my 2 women, and the children look after themselves.
And you've done your bit in at least in terms of any plans to retire, because you
retire from what?
From law, from active legal work.
I thought you had Nana Akufo-Addo the other time. That law is the profession where we don't retire. Normally we are in harness like this, and when we tumble somewhere and they send us to the cemetery. That's how lawyers normally retire. We keep on going until the strength is no more there.
Okay.
Because people will come and ask for your assistance.
The more I speak to you, the more questions I have. But unfortunately, time is not on our side. But it's been an insightful chat with you. I would like you to come back another time where we delve in. I would like you to come on Heartbait, and it's a relationship segment we have on, maybe talk about dealing with 2 wives. I think a lot of men in this country would like to learn a lot from you.
I will discuss that with my women, whether they are comfortable.
If they're you should bring them. If they're comfortable, I'd love to meet them. See that other side of you.
They are media shy.
Don't worry. I used to be media shy. We can hood them. They can be hooded like an ass.
No. I wouldn't like my women to be hooded.
I'm just joking. I want to say a big thank you. Thank you for coming on. I want to say a big thank you to my guest, none other than John at Pa Ripo Ndebugre, and I want to say thank you so much. He's the famous lawyer we all know right now, and I think he's just the nation's treasure. He's just an amazing man. I want to say thank you for watching. Don't go anywhere.